I woke up from the words, "Chris, wake up, the war was started." I'll never forget that morning. I got a phone call at 7 a.m. It was my close friend, and I knew something was wrong because nobody ever calls me at 7 a.m. So when I picked up the phone, I heard that her voice was calm and slow, and I started being nervous. I had some inner feeling that something was wrong, and then she told me that the war was started and that she heard how Russia have bombarded our airport. My name is Chris, I'm Ukrainian, and usually my channel is not about politics, but now I cannot help sharing with you what I have been through during the last 2 weeks. On 21st of February at 5 a.m., the war against Ukraine was started by Russia on the territory of Ukraine, an independent country. Recently, I have been living in Dnipro, which is my hometown, and this is the city which is located on the eastern part of Ukraine. And this is the reason why I was incredibly scared. On 14th of February 2022, we were warned that the war might be started in 2 days, and my personal reaction was like, no way, like how is it possible? It's 21st century. And 10 days later I saw that it actually was possible, and it is a real war which neither me nor anybody else could imagine might have happened in reality. So in this video I would like to share what I personally feel, as well as other Ukrainians, and what we have been through during the last 2 weeks. Because our country was attacked almost from all sides, including Belarus. Despite the fact Belarusian president recently claimed that they would never invade Ukraine.
Вы сейчас можете повторить, что с территории Беларуси россияне к нам не придут?
Никогда.
Спасибо.
Тем более с оружием.
We see. And I know it might sound crazy, but when the war was started, I decided to start filming some videos where I was able to express what I felt, how scared I was, what were my emotions, so that if anything happens to me, people will be able to find it and see what Ukrainians were experiencing indeed. I'm saying this and I have goosebumps.
I'm scared indeed. For me and for my family. I don't think anyone deserves something like this. Me and my family all the evening were preparing our stuff, so at any moment we can go to the basement and we will stay alive there. We will have food and water and some clothes because it's fucking freezing there.
You know, when something like this happens, all your problems disappear. You're not worried anymore that you're 21 but you're still not a millionaire, that you gained extra kilos, or that you broke up with your ex. Like, these problems are not important anymore. The only thing you are concerned about is that you, your family, your friends are alive. Each single morning I wake up and exhale. I spend like half an hour on checking up the news, my family, my relatives, if everyone is okay and if everyone is alive. I'm telling this now and I still can't believe it, that this is not a movie, it is my reality.
I woke up and I think I was the happiest person ever. I just saw that it's already morning, it's light outside, and I'm fine and my family is fine. Like, everything is on its place, everything is safe, there were no bombs or whatever, and this feeling is crazy.
Personally, I always try to find at least some positive thing in everything what happens in my life. Even if the situation is a true disaster, like now, I still believe that it must have at least a teeny positive side. And I have managed to find this positive point even now. For example, I have never felt so united with my nation. It's a feeling like you are ready to help to the millions of people, and these millions are ready to help you any moment. During the first days of war, while cities such as Kharkiv, Kiev, Kherson were under massive attacks, and they had incredible numbers of people who were injured, incredible numbers of victims. Other cities like my hometown Dnipro were doing their best to help army, to help refugees, to help volunteers, to help the people who were in need and who needed to abandon their houses and just run away empty hands. Like, without anything. I also remember how during the first days of war, hospitals in Dnipro said that they need some blood donations, so those people who were injured can be treated. And imagine, you needed to stay in the queue for like 8 hours just because the queues were so long. All the people wanted to help. And like in 2-3 days, hospitals said that they don't need any more blood donations because they don't even have space for more blood. That hit me so much. I was like crying for an hour then I read that piece of news. And that moment I felt how proud I am to be Ukrainian. I have always been, but now I feel it more than ever before. Ukrainians now are showing what it means to be brave, to be faithful indeed. Civilians stop tanks with their naked hands. Homeless people are bringing empty bottles so that other Ukrainians can make cocktails of Molotov. And Ukrainian gypsies are stealing Russian tanks.
Это кит на
Can you even imagine that? That level of being ready to do whatever it takes to defend your country. And if to speak about our army, personally, I'm speechless. They are those people who are currently defending not only Ukrainian territory, but also the territory of the whole Europe and I would say the whole world. Because just next to Ukraine, you have Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, and nobody knows what can happen next and which country might become the next victim. And this is the reason why I really can't get why the governments of other countries do not do the maximum they are capable of doing to stop this war. The war goes for everyone. Even if you're in the city which is more or less far away from the front line and you're kind of safe, you're not safe, and it doesn't help you to feel better. It drives you crazy when you need permanently to run to the bomb shelter and then come back, when you wake up from the alerts and you spend hours in a bomb shelter. You cannot leave. You can't.
This is how our bomb shelter looks like. Not the worst, I would say.
Even now, when I'm safe, currently I'm in Poland, whenever I hear the sound, which is more or less similar to alert, my heart contracts and my hands start shaking. It's not okay. And I can't even imagine how those people who were in cities such as Kharkiv feel and how they will be able to build their life on. Well, there was something what I enjoyed in a bomb shelter. It was communication with my family. We were playing domino, talking, spending time together several times per day, so it's like more than usual. And yeah, that was great. And it was especially important because when the war takes place, you don't know when it is the last time you see some person. So each single minute I spent with my parents, with my siblings, was so special for me. Speaking about family, I felt like a little child because I couldn't fall asleep without coming and hugging and kissing each member of my family. Because the night was the hardest part. During the day you have a feeling like you're kind of controlling the situation. Of course it's fake feeling, but still, because you know that if something happens you can react quickly, but during the night you can't. Moreover, by the night a lot of rumors appear which are caused by information war.
There are some rumors that during this night something can happen, and you know, like on the one hand you don't trust any rumors and you know that the enemy just wants you to stay scared, to start panicking. On the other hand, what if all of this is true?
So even if you're incredibly tired, you simply can't fall asleep because these fake news make you feel anxiety. So when I personally go to the bed, I can't fall asleep. I spend like 2 hours on reading everything, on calming down, and probably then I can't fall asleep if there is no noise, because if there is any sound, any kind of sound like wind or something, I can't fall asleep. Finally, speaking about information war, now it is an integral part of the war between Ukraine and Russia. Our information field is oversaturated. Each single minute you obtain a new piece of news and you need to spend time on understanding if it's a real one or if it's fake one. Because currently Russia uses fake news to terrify Ukrainians. They understand that when people are scared, they start panicking, and when they start panicking, they start making wrong choices. And these wrong choices are mainly built on satisfying basic human needs, which is first of all to survive. To sum up, they use information to terrify Ukrainians, so Ukrainians will be super scared and they will give up. But no, we will not. Social media is a strong weapon now. On the one hand, it is good, for example, for Ukrainians, because this way we are able to let people from all over the world know what is going on. We are able to gather attention and to influence on the world's government to start acting and helping us. On the other hand, there is Russia, who use the information for their huge propaganda. They're turning everything upside down. They claim whatever they want. They say that they have no victims during this war. However, they have already lost more soldiers than during the 2 Chechen wars, which were lasting for years. Or another example, on the 3rd day of war, Russian troops took Ukrainian tank in Kharkiv. They entered the city and they ran over the simple car which was on the road, and it was just passing through. Imagine that. I posted this video to my Instagram stories so that my foreign followers can see what the hell is going on. And one my Russian follower texted me like, "You are lying." In our Russian news, it was shown that it's Ukrainians who are doing that. I knew it was useless to try to prove her something, but what really pissed me off is that she texted, "You need to be thankful that Russia came to save you." Excuse me, for what exactly are we supposed to be thankful? For not being able to sleep at night? Or for our ruined country? Or for the fact we are not sure we are going to meet our closest people ever again? An even more terrible thing was that Russian government paid its influencers, celebrities, bloggers for them to spread the information which was encouraging people to support the war in Ukraine. There is a video where Russian TikTok bloggers are spreading totally the same information. You could easily guess that it's paid because they're just saying totally the same text. I know you will not understand it because it's in Russian, but still I'm gonna show you, you will get the idea.
Интернет и соцсети уже давно стали средством информационной войны.
За время войны погибли сотни невинных детей.
Moreover, Russia used actors for playing in the plots, which are then used for the news. So they're just coming to the place, bringing their actors, filming what they need, and then posting to the news, saying that these people are Ukrainians.
Ось троє діток дай.
But there is one little mistake they made. They're using the same actors for different plots. I mean, they could at least find several actors. I'm incredibly glad that I finally managed to film this video and to share with you what I feel right now, as my mental condition was terrible this time, as well as my physical condition. I had temperature, I had incredible pain in my chest, and I even now have red spots all over my neck and on my face, and all of this is because of the huge stress I have. And such things, or even worse ones, are happening to each single Ukrainian now. Because the war cannot just pass through. It leaves a print on everyone's life. In the description to this video, I'm leaving the links which you can use for helping Ukraine. You can make money donations to Red Cross, to Ukrainian army, refugees, etc. Believe me, each single dollar is valuable now. Share this video to let people know what is going on indeed in Ukraine now and what simple Ukrainians are experiencing. And feel free to ask me everything you want in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Slava Ukraini!